Well, all right, we're back. Thank you so much for joining me for the Oh So Laughmo comedy show. Now we're going to actually sit down and have a little conversation. And absolutely, I definitely want you to jump in. This is my husband. Everybody, shout out to my husband, Mr. King. Hi, Mr. King. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me for this entire night. This has been fun, right? Okay, so I want to ask you a question, and I'm just going to throw a word out. And I just kind of want to see your thought. And I kind of want you to think about this in the aspect of life. What's going on right now, what you think the word means, and more importantly, what do you think it is right now? Transition. Yeah, transition. This is a transitional time right now for the world. We are doing things differently. A lot of people had to transition from dwellings like brick and mortar or buildings and places where they actually convened to actually being home and being kind of secluded or isolated, quarantined. And so I'm curious. So what do you feel about that?
Well, first off, thank you so much for having me
on
the show. The comedy show was really,
we pull people out of the audience after the show and just, see where your heart is.
And then had a hometown called karaoke show after the comedy show. And then to wrap it up with the talk show was amazing. So I just don't understand what type of trifecta we've hit, but Netflix is going to pick up on this and they're going to try to steal this. We're going to do the next show.
Okay? Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, so the question was about transition. And I think the word transition or what it means to me is it's actually funny that you bring that up because it has been something that's kind of been on my own soul, saying that, maybe it's, we always talk about prophetic and God.
Oh, yeah.
But transition has been sitting on me because I kind of got to the point in life where I kind of wanted to stall a little bit. And what I mean by that is because when you go through a certain level of growth, I think growth it comes in stages. Like we get somewhere, then we kind of plateau. And we got to get somewhere, we got to plateau again. And we try to fight to get somewhere, then we plateau again. But sometimes we forget about this journey. That's why it's been on me so much. Is because I'm in the middle of a journey and I was about to plateau. But in my transition, that's what I forgot about. Is that's where I have my joy sometimes. It's because that's where I have that aha moment. I think when we were talking about the other day, we were talking about math in relation to that. And
how they went too far with math. It's like we're trying to figure out stuff that it's like, okay, I figured out this long problem. I did all of this work and I added this and subtracted that and put that over there and then divided it by that and and squared it to that and all that. And it's like, for what when I solved it? But I think they took math too far. We just need to know how to balance checks.
But to that same point, right? To that same exact point, and I think I expressed to say that at some point in time when I figured out sitting there being tutored by Dr. Desai and this brilliant old math guy who was just 30 years all day, and my mom put me with him because she liked it or whatever. But what I realized is when we could sit down, he and I sat down and had an actual intellectual conversation about math. And I understood the sines, the cosines, and theoretical. I understood how the quadratic equation fit with, what he was looking for. I got it to the point, and it wasn't the ending anymore. It was that transition. It was, I could see at that moment.
Figuring it out.
I was from right here, and I noticed that I was right here. And I never would have got there without that transition. And I think that the world right now is in that same level of transition. Like we were talking the other day, or we were thinking the other day, life is changing so much. This isn't just a now thing. The way that we operate, the way that my particular business is operating is changing. We are going to be something completely different over the next 5 to 10 years. And we have to be ready and agile, mentally, spiritually, and financially in order to be successful in the future. Things that we thought were going to matter will not matter coming in the future. We've always understood people help.
Give us some examples of things that are not going to matter.
To your point, we talking about brick and mortar. So we're talking about the death of malls. We're talking about the death of retail institutions. We're talking about Amazon having so much where they're one of the only companies in history by our financial standard to be rated at $1 trillion. First off, they closed at $1 trillion twice this year, which is amazing. But anyway, so that's more than the value of most of the 151 countries that are in the United Nations. So it's crazy. But anyway, they closed at $1 trillion twice. That's crazy. But when we get to that point where you're not going to the store anymore, everything's convenient.
Yeah, I mean, I love Amazon.
Exactly.
I mean, Amazon Prime up, okay?
Why would you have to see a person?
I don't think that, I think I've had Amazon Prime for about 5 years.
And it's perfect. And it keeps getting better.
Absolutely.
You're getting groceries.
That's something that I sacrifice for.
What did you notice about when you said the shutdown the other day? You said, the wait times get longer.
Yeah, because
but
I'm
they
not used
added what? You said yourself, even you noticed this, it looks like they added more stuff.
Okay.
When we talk about Amazon, it's like but it looks like they even added more stuff.
Yeah.
They've increased their inventory to the place. They're going to cover up space that they're not going to have to come back from. Mm-hmm. And then things like Walmart not going to be needed as much in Kroger and those things that we love. And that's crazy to think that's going to be the world. Even in my institution, we're looking at getting so small in major banking now. So there's no freestanding institutions. USAA, their financial centers, they don't really have people in there. They have it to where everything is so automated. That's the future. The future is technology. The future is social distance. Right.
It really is. But the reality is, I don't believe that we need to be that close to people. I think that this is also a transitional time of realizing that we really don't need to do as much as we actually do. We don't. I think it's, of course, a choice. It's something that we just do, and it's something that we just enjoy doing, and we can. Yeah. We do it because we can, and which is why people are so anxious right now, because they can't do something that they normally can. Not because they need to do it, just like with all of this stuff that they're buying in excess. You don't need to buy it like that, but you can.
I saw a meme that said it's 2035 and Jake has finally used the last roll of toilet paper his parents bought in 2020. Why are we buying so? Even in excess, it's not needed. So we don't need that much. We can have a responsible sharing way, carrying on that good old fashioned. Even if I get 3 or 4 for the house, that's a lot. But that will carry you at least a month or 2. That's not going to be a couple of days worth of toilet paper. If everyone were just sensible and helpful, we'll be straight. But in that same space, if a lot of y'all wash your little nasty hands, we wouldn't be having these conversations in the first place. And bodies. No offense to people who have problems, but for the mass, for the other people who are just not doing it, stop. It just makes no sense.
Yeah. It's
surface and contact. That means that we're not taking care of ourselves in a conscious way to stop it. It's not like it runs and jumps on anything. It literally is only in certain instances. Mm-hmm. We know that and we still don't stop it. Yeah. That's just amazing. Now we have to stay 6 feet from each other.
Right.
And I love being up on my wife. I haven't touched my wife in so long. It's annoying.
Well, it's one of those things. First of all, you can touch me, baby. However, you are one of the people, because of your industry, that the world didn't stop. Right. Everything didn't have to stop for you. It wasn't recommended, I should say, because you can still go out. There are, of course, cities and states that are shutting completely down, but we aren't in that particular area where we have to, completely confine ourselves to our homes. However, if we do, I'm fine with that.
Apparently
I really am. And the thing, I battled with it at first, but to be perfectly honest, it was a complete influx of people online because they didn't have nothing else to do. And so I'm because there's so many people online, I'm seeing more stuff, which takes up more time. And so that's how people end up getting caught up in social media. And so I had to literally put distance from social media, during this time of social distancing, because you know, because of the industry I work in, you know, I'm my own entity, you know, as far as like business wise. So I don't work with a lot of people unless I'm going to a meeting or I have to go to a conference or something like that. But that's not every day. So my day to day, you know, I'm for the most part by myself, but I'm online. Right. So when everybody got online, I'm just like, yo, this is a transition for me to get off. You know, I'ma just get off. And people's like, well, that's your business. Like, how do you do it? And I'm like, I'ma work on something. Like I'm a project manager, so I'm gonna manage a project during this time that people are still, you know, and flooding social media with all of their TikTok. Oh my God, it's just like all this TikTok. You know, some of it is cute, I ain't gonna lie. But at the same time, you know, it's like, well, dang, how much TikToking can we do? But, you know, that's just like time. You know, time TikToks every second. So, thank you for sharing some of your TikTok time with me this evening at Oso's Laugh Mo Comedy Show, Variety Show. I mean, that's exactly what it is. We've had comedy, we've had karaoke, and now we've had conversation. And I'm so grateful for you for, you know, just being here with me and doing. I mean, hey, it doesn't matter. I mean, hey, we quarantine. You ain't gonna know where it is, what it is. This is real life. And you chose to sit on that side because if you sit on this side, the people really wouldn't have been able to see that because it would have been like over here, and I probably would have been my elbow. It doesn't matter, but here we are. This is real life. It is. It was clean before he ate, you know, because I mean, this is what happened. You got a comedy show, a variety show. He had shout out to Chef Marvin, Chef King with the wings, huh? It was good. Thank you so much, baby, for having the wings for our night. And thank you so much for tuning in, you, whoever you are. Right now, it's no one because, this is just a recording. But nevertheless, this has been fun. I've had an amazing time on this evening, and I cannot wait to come back to